Good morning. I hope you are well. I want to take a look at GBPUSD today. The last time that we looked at this was at the end of July, just before the end of the month. I did an analysis, a top-down analysis, and I gave my bias regarding what I potentially saw was going to happen. And so I want to review that, and then I want to go through a step-by-step multiple time frame analysis. And if you're new to multiple time frame analysis, please do not be intimidated. It is the way I think everybody should be trading, just so you have an overall view, bird's eye view of what's going on in the market and how you can approach it and move within it. Okay, so I've got pulled up here on the screen is the chart, the after chart of GBPUSD. You'll see here that I thought we were going to get a pullback at least to this 4-hour level at 1.29633, and that we were going to, the D extension was at this 1.27260, just a little bit below, but we see that price actually found support at that daily and 4-hour level. And so now what I want to do is I want to walk through the entire process of marking up the chart. Okay, so I am using I'm gonna start off from the monthly. Let me clear the chart off first. Hold on. And then let's go to the monthly. And y'all know what we about to do. I know it might seem daunting. I know it might seem a little bit intimidating, but I'm telling you, if you can learn this approach, it'll be the best thing for you and your trading. Okay. So now I'll go through the different time frames, and what I'm looking for are my significant levels, key levels, right, of my swing highs and my swing lows. And so I go through and I eyeball where those are. And I think you should be doing this manually if you are using this platform. You can definitely turn on the features to just, put the support and resistance there for you. But I think it's a good exercise to kind of master it yourself. So I'm just going to double check, make sure that what I have selected is correct. And I missed one. Actually two. But we got all of the, there we go. I'm gonna turn this off and let's go to support, and we're good on support. All right, so that was the monthly. So on the monthly, we're looking at price was moving in an uptrend for all of, when did this start? Where is my my crosshairs? This was September. So price started moving to the upside back in September. And so in the monthly, the direction is bullish. Okay. So now I'm going to go down to the weekly. And what I'm going to do is the same thing. I'm looking for my highs and my lows. And so we got a low there. Nope, that's not one. I was about to hit these, but I can't. But I can count this as a high. We've got another high right here. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. If I sneeze, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to do it in your ear. I just feel it like my nose is tickling. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So let's double check. So we are good on that. And then we check the support. We're good there too. So now, still on the weekly, well, the last 3 weeks, price has been coming to the downside once it formed that weekly or respected that weekly level of resistance. So you see for the last 3 weeks, you had very bearish action 3 weeks ago. You had probably back and forth here the week before last. And then it looks like price pushed down in this last week, but then the buyers came in and started pushing up. So we'll drill down just a little bit further to see what's going on. Let's go to the daily. And guess what we about to do, y'all? The same thing that we just did before. So now I'm finding my highs and my lows. And we're going to knock this out. And let's do, I see 2 levels. I'm going to change this. I see another level. I'm going to change this back. And we got one right here. We got one right here. And then I think we good. So I'm going to double check just to make sure. Yep. Oh, I missed one. Well, So I know what I should do. And I shouldn't have counted this. Why did I count this? Oh, we don't even have what we need for me to say that this is a low. Let me delete it. Moving too fast. So the system is counting past support as current support now, even though we have another low right here. This cannot be counted as a low yet because it hasn't fully formed. So I'm not going to mark that. I'm not going to mark. I guess I should mark. I should mark. Let me slow down. And then just note, but everything else, I think we missed one. Everything else, I think we're good on. So I'm going to turn this off. And then I'm going down to the 4 hour. Now, I'm a swing trader and I swing trade. Just given like what I do every day, I'm kind of busy. And so I don't have the time to sit at the chart and identify setups. And that's just not my lifestyle right now. And so swing trading works for me. And as a swing trader, I usually stop around the 4 hour to find setups. Now, there are times that I will go down to the 1 hour to look for something. But more often than not, I'm stopping at the 4 hour because I want to be able to input the trade and let it go. Okay. Hold on. Nope. When the market opens, this will be considered a low. So let me get that. And let me change this actually. And that's a high. You got another high right here. Okay, cool. All right. So now I've gone down to the 4 hour. And let me actually go back because we stopped at the week. Let me go back to the daily. So for the past 17 days, price has been moving to the downside, and that's on the daily. So we're bearish on the daily. And then on the 4 hour, price has been moving to the downside. So this was a bearish movement too. So now we got to figure out, what do we think might happen next? Okay. So I'm going back to the monthly, and I know this chart looks crazy, right? And I want to see where we are. I'm going to pop a fib down to see where we are on the down move, just so I can note to myself, long term, this is the monthly chart. So it will take some months for price to even reach this, but I want to be cognizant of where we are in that fib sequence. And then I want to look for the upside. So now, the upside. So price has been bullish for the last, last September. Okay, so we had an A low form, a B high. We had monthly support right around the 23.6 fib retracement level. Then we pushed up past that daily support, but resistance, but stopped at weekly resistance. And now it looks like price may be breaking down. So typically when we have that shallow retracement, that 23.6, there's not enough momentum to carry price to the matching D extension, which is at that 1.3739, right? And so a lot of times what we see is we see price come back for a deeper retracement, at least to that 38.2, before trying to continue up and finish out this Fibonacci sequence. If you're not familiar with Fibonacci, I definitely recommend that you try to learn something about it. That you try to learn something about it. Fibonacci has changed the game for me. I've been trading with it for about 4 years, probably 4 or 5. And it's been a big help to my trading. So I was trying to do this manually, but I think I got to go in and just take this off. All right. So let me remove that. All right. And so now on the monthly, I'm going to the weekly, or I'm getting off of the monthly, going to the weekly. So now what I want to measure with this fib is I want to see, we got the same. No, we don't. I thought we did. We don't have the same setup. So, okay. So the matching extension for this setup on the weekly is at 133849, and price is still moving to the upside overall, right? Even though we had these 3 weeks of bearish activity, price is still moving to the upside. So the target on the weekly is a 133849. So I've got the information that I need. So I'm going to delete this and I'm going to go down to the daily. And I'm going to deploy my fibs just to see where we are. So I'm going to click below the last low. This is the active fib. I don't think this on the daily ever touched the 38.2. Let's see. 38.2 is 18011. This is 8017. So no, it didn't. So it's likely that we could see price come back to this level. I know it's like a hair of a pip that it didn't touch. a hair of a pip that did not get touched, but I still could see potential for price to reverse. All right, so the matching D extension here has not been hit. The D extension is 1.32261 on the daily. I'm going to get rid of this, and then I'm going to go down to the 4 hour, see where we are, and kind of go from there. Now, what I want to see too, and I don't know if it'll measure it now. Let me see. Let's get rid of this smart fib. And let's close this. No, I don't think it's going to give me. Oh, it did. Okay, for the low. Okay, so the move to the downside has not been completed yet. So you had A high, B low, C pull back entry at the daily. And so the D extension is at that daily level of support. So I'll put that there. Now I'm going to, oh, come on. Get rid of this. All right, so on the 4 hour, I want to see if we hit. Come on, computer, act right. Act right. Yeah, I'm going to go for just click. I know this is I'm going to have to do several of these. But let's see. Oh, no, it did it. Okay. So the active fib on the 4 hour is here. So you still at the 38.2. I think there's still more room to the downside. And if you look, this 50% fib level aligns with the daily support, weekly support, and then there's another daily support. I think we could potentially see some more room to the downside, but let's drill in. I'm going to get rid of this fib and then I'm going to run them to the downside. See if we've hit on the lower time frame. See if we've hit where we need to go. I'm going to zoom in. And y'all should be watching this on your TV or your laptop, not on the phone. You're not going to be able to see nothing. All right, let me click. Okay. So this has been hit right here. So now, yeah, this sequence is finished out. So now price is searching for a C. So this is the leg that I'm focused on right now, right? And so I'm going to take my ray. I use a ray to draw trend lines. And I am going to draw out my little situation here. And actually, I believe this may be what we have going on. Now, I'm going to grab my smart fib. I'm going to click to the upside. And I believe this is the move. What I'm looking for, we may get swing low here. And then this before we get the continuation to the downside. That's what I can see because we've hit the D extension on an overall time frame. And let me move this down. actually. We've hit the D extension on the higher time frame. And so now what I believe is happening is a pullback. And then I believe we should see a potential continuation. So I trade reversals, you all already know. And I think it's totally fine as long as it makes sense for your trading plan. And so for me, this makes sense. And so the way I would potentially set this up, I would put my stop loss just below the daily. Let me see how many pips this is first before I get to talking. This is, oh, that's not bad. That's a 60 pip stop loss for the potential. It's a 2-to-1. So 58 pips to gain. I think it was 130. That makes sense to me. All right, so I'm trying to line it up. Excuse my OCD on my charts. I do not like a messy and cluttered chart. So I try to keep things very simple. All right. Let's just double check this. If we do get price to pull back to the 618, and price may exceed this D extension and go up here and tap this, but I'm going straight to where we supposed to go. So 128. So you risking 58 pips to gain 128 pips and then look for a potential sale setup. So I'm interested in this. I am very much interested. Let me look though at the alternative, right? Let's look at the alternative. So I'm going to get rid of all of this. I just drew all of that out. I could have waited. Uh-oh. All right. Let me go back to the 4 because that's where we left off. Nope, we hit it on the 4. Yep, we hit it on the 4. So I can't see. I think price is about to retrace. That's my bias, y'all. My bias is that price is about to push up before we see a continuation to the downside to hit this 125.856. So let me know what you're thinking. How are you playing this overall? And then leave it in the comments. You bullish, you bearish? Did you get in on the action back here? I think that was, how many pips did I say? I don't remember. But did you get in on any of this move to the downside? I am curious, okay? I appreciate you watching today. And if this video was helpful to you in any way, I encourage you to share it with somebody. And then if you like this sort of analysis, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I try to put out videos each week. And then if you know for sure, like Casey, I like the way you mark up charts. I want to know more. I want to know how to use this Fibonacci tool. Go ahead and check out my no-cost mini course. I give you some details in there on how you too can approach the market this way. Okay. I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you have a very profitable week and I will see you soon.